Good evening and welcome to Clockwork SJ and Team Awful Neutral take on Curse of Strahd. Hope everyone's doing okay. Good evening and welcome to... And I can hear my own voice, which is really bad. Hey! How are my players doing?
Good. We can also hear your voice.
Hearing my voice is a good thing when I'm the DM. I don't know what's going on with my camera at the moment though. Like, it's coming up really dark and really weird. It's strange, as we have all the lights in the world on in here. I don't know why it's so dark. It's strange. So, it's Monday, and Mondays aren't great for most people, but at least we get to dive into a world of make-believe for a little bit and try and survive Curse of Strahd. The party aren't doing too badly at the moment, considering where they were at the beginning of last week. I mean, I genuinely thought you guys were going to be dead.
Same.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is good. We are currently missing Ray. We are also missing two of our players from the actual Curse of Strahd game on Roll20, so I'm hoping they're on their way in.
I'm in.
You are, but Kira and Ray are not.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Oh. Genuinely.
I got my character sheets and stuff ready.
We're so prepared, guys. Like, we're so good at this.
I swear, the amount of times I actually click on the game thing, but then don't click on join game. Something. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yay! Okay, Raddy's here for support. This is good.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's very much looking like the party are having an interesting time after having stumbled into an old, decrepit manor house. They are taking, well, I think they're taking the directions of the ghost to go and investigate something to the west. Although currently they're sitting, well, probably not sitting, they're inside the collapsed manor house in a very large kind of open ground floor area. And yeah, they have just put Ulrich, the former burgomaster of Berez, to rest, as he was hanging around feeling horrific that he had failed Marina, another one of Strahd's potential brides. So, we pick up after the horrible-looking ghost has fixed himself and vanished, leaving Team Awful Neutral standing in the middle of this decrepit manor.
Well then.
SSDD.
What?
SSDD. Same shit, different day.
This be normal, y'all.
Nobody wants to be our friends.
Oh, not even the dead people.
The dead are out. Like, not even Baba Lysaga stuck around.
No.
No, that's true. Baba Lysaga turned into a bunch of cockroaches and disappeared down a bathtub.
She'd rather be a cockroach than our friend.
Damn.
Well,
I don't really blame her.
Wow. Wow.
What are we doing? Are we following actions?
I don't
think we're
suppose
just
either
sort
of
of
you can
standing.
figure out what the goats are for.
Of course, because all supposed witches are goat psychics. I don't know.
Can I look at the goats?
Can you look at the goats? I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
If you step back outside, if you look roughly on the map where the actual U2 symbol is, there's like a little pen. If you imagine that little circle is like the fence that has all of the skulls on the posts.
That's a nature check to see whether or not these goats are used for, like, farming purposes or something else. Do they look well looked after?
They look pretty well looked after. I mean, they don't look like they've been mistreated in any way. Just 9 goats happily, munching on some grass.
Okay. So, can I tell their purpose? Does it seem to have been for milking for food?
You're not entirely sure. You are sure that they're being kept safe, and you're sure that the pen around them is creepy as balls, but beyond that...
I do an Arcana check on the goats.
The goats do not seem magical.
I never thought I'd say that in my entire life.
Your
Arcana check the goats.
Your Arcana check on the goats they do not seem magical at all.
Okay, they are just goats.
They are just goats, as far as you can tell.
Anyone hungry?
Well, they seem all right to me. They just seem like goats.
Okay. Well then, I would like to break down the fence or open the fence if there's a gate.
Oh, are you freeing the goats?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
That one.
okay. This is where things start to get interesting. So, Theron kind of listens to what Amara is saying and kind of decides, okay, well, these are clearly normal goats. I'm going to have to go and get stuck in here. And he just happily... Oh my god, don't say phrasing when I'm talking about going over to goats. What's wrong with you? Dear God, man. He walks over towards the fence, and I'm gonna say about... Yeah, you get up to the fence pretty easy. It's pretty creepy. I mean, like, each one of the fence posts does still have a human skull sitting on it, which is pretty weird.
Ew.
Fun times.
And how are you deciding to dismantle this? What are you doing?
If there's no gate, I'm probably just gonna try to hack down like as much of a fence opening as I can.
Okay, no, there doesn't seem to be a gate at all. Just a bunch of fence posts about 10 feet apart with, wire connecting them, things like that. Keep the goats in. So you're gonna...
Yeah, I'll just try to take out like 2 sides of a post.
And Lenara turn to Amara and just whisper, "What on earth is he doing?"
Honestly, I stopped questioning a while ago. If I had any idea, I would let you know.
You do that.
Okay, so essentially what happens is you walk over, and pretty much as soon as your blade connects with the fence post, you get a that was terrible.
The fuck?
Every single one of the skulls.
Scream.
That was not a goat scream.
Are they the screaming goats?
They're not the screaming goats. That was supposed to be a human scream. These tracks are freaking terrible. Because I didn't want to go for the screaming.
Screaming.
Are the
Sound-
tracks terrible or are the goats good?
Yeah. Oh
That's
gosh.
true.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I hope everyone can hear that, like, at home, okay?
Well,
Every,
that coming?
Fuck!
every single one of the skulls starts screaming.
alright, calm down, ladies, gentlemen, skulls. Duh.
Are they
Can I
react?
try?
Sorry,
I'll
what?
wait to see what I'm going to see what he's going to do first.
Well, who's going to do?
Do I detect any? Well, I'm a blood hunter. I'm good at sensing fae and spirits and undead and stuff. Are these things undeadish, or are they alive, or are they just magic? Can I
Roll
do a
me an
for that
Arcana
kind of
check.
thing? Oh, that'll be fun. -1. 15.
These skulls are enchanted. They are not undead. There is a magic aura
Okay,
on
good.
the skulls.
I'm gonna break a skull. See what happens.
The skull smashes. The rest of them continue screaming.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and break them all.
Oh my goodness. Can I please cast
Dolores
spell
just
magic?
stands and watch.
Can I even cast a spell magic? Bear with me. If we just had a nap.
No.
Long rest.
You had a long
long
You
rest
did say you
before we
wanted to have a
came
long
in
rest.
Shit. I can't use dispel magic because I've already used dispel magic for something.
Theron.
And I continue smashing the skulls.
Theron, it takes you about a minute. Walking, smash, walk, smash, walk, smash. And as you go around smashing these skulls, they, eventually one by one, they get quieter and quieter until there is no more screaming of skulls. Also,
On alarm.
thank you for the person who hosted me. We are playing D&D. Please enjoy. I'm sorry about the screaming. It was some kind of magical alarm, yes. You have the feeling that perhaps Baba Lysaga is the one who put this here.
See, this is why I'm freeing the goats. You clearly had some purpose for them. I don't want her coming back for them.
Well, I don't mean to sound strange, but they're relatively well looked after goats, and you may have just removed their security. But I'm just concerned as to what you plan on doing with the goats now.
Goats are animals. They're gonna wander
Yes.
home. I just don't want them kept here in case she comes back when we leave.
This is fine. I'm just saying there's a lot of wolves in these woods, and I don't think these goats are going to get very far.
I think you should have just locked the gate and burned them all. That's what you do, isn't it?
Your answer to everything is burning things.
Not people. Well, fine.
I don't remember burning any people either.
Of course, the mongrel folk weren't people to you.
No, they weren't. Cheers. I'm gonna break the fence open.
Okay. As you start dismantling the fence, obviously the goats, at first, they cower away from you as you're literally hacking these wooden fence posts apart. But once you make a big enough gap, you cut down 2 or 3 of them, the goats start, cautiously approaching as you stop cutting things and start leaping out. They're quite happy. They seem to be bounding along. They're exploring. They kind of bound down the hill somewhat, start heading out towards the river, out towards the ruined houses. They're spreading out quite happily.
There, at least it'll be harder to collect if she comes back. Now, do we want to go see that monument?
Not particularly. I want to go home. But if seeing that monument means going home, then I suppose yes.
Well, it means another weapon to try and kill Strahd, which will lead us home, so...
We do it.
Well, let's go then.
Lead on.
And I do.
Okay. As you start heading west, you realise the ground begins to get more and more marshy. It starts becoming almost damp where you're walking here. And you are very glad that you had guidance from the ghost. As you're walking through this marsh, you're realising that almost everything around you looks virtually identical. Except as you walk straight along the direction he pointed and explained to you, you begin to notice there's something in the distance. What appears to be some kind of statue surrounded by an iron fence.
Surrounded by what?
Sorry, surrounded by an iron fence.
Oh.
Okay. What is the statue of?
Tell you what, I'm going to make you guys a very quick map. Because I need to know where you are standing at certain points for this. And then you can tell me how close you are as well, and I can tell you what you can see from there.
Okie doke.
Never a good thing.
I can just see the skull rotating, and it's kind of freaking me out.
That's not even me. Who's rotating the skull?
Me.
just
Of course, it's Darren.
Just spinning the skull in the background. That's fine, Darren.
God damn it, Theron.
Not creepy at all.
But he's such a happy fellow.
Who is Darren or the skull?
The skull.
That's pretty normal. For story purposes, Ray is with you. Ray is following along with you quite happily, but she's very quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems to happen every couple of days. Game time.
Okay. You should all be on a new map.
Yay!
So as you're approaching, if you imagine on this map, up is west. So you're kind of walking west towards this thing. And
Okay.
it's dark. It's hard to see. And there is a gate at the very middle at the front there. I just haven't put one in.
Well, that doesn't seem particularly inviting. As far as the statues surrounded by iron fences are.
Might be a good thing, though. Keep
What on earth do you
Baba
mean?
Lysaga out.
Maybe.
Well, hopefully it kept out whoever came looking for the book.
When you get a bit closer, take a look.
I'm still walking as I'm talking.
Okay. Nara's gonna follow behind, but like at least 5 foot behind.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, please do move as appropriate. Essentially, as you're getting closer and closer, what you actually see is it is quite foggy and still misty around this area. As you get closer, you notice that there are these big iron fences, but as you get closer, you realise they're falling apart quite badly. There's a lot of gaps in the fence. There's a lot of places where bars have fallen down. It is pretty much disintegrating. But in the centre of this is a life-size stone statue. Now, it looks like a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose.
Okay.
Suppose this was one of Strahd's past wives.
Can I please roll some form of knowledge for that? Like a history?
And Lenara's literally gonna ask her, Amara, do you recognise this person?
You could roll the history. You may have to be quite... Well, I suppose from where you are, yeah, that would be a good one. Nice. You don't need to think too hard on this one. It's pretty easy to tell as you get closer. And you can see that although the face has been quite heavily worn away, it does look familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very much like Irina.
Oh! Well, I think this is a statue of either, well, I'm assuming it's what's her name before, Tatiana? That was a
She's
character
the
question.
original.
Tatiana was the
was
original.
Tatiana.
Yeah.
This
Well-
would be Marina.
Marina.
Marina, that's it.
Yeah, the girl that Ulrich told you about, the one who was the reincarnation.
Is Arena.
No. There was Tatiana, and then there was Marina, and then there was Arena. She keeps getting reincarnated over and over again because her soul can't leave.
Oh, I'd never heard of Marina before. Sorry.
That was the whole of last week. Ulrich told you the story.
Ghost told us.
That there was a girl called Marina who was
I must have
born.
missed that part
There was a
while
girl.
I was running away from my house.
No, this was when you were sitting in the place. The ghost that had his guts spilling out and his eye hanging out was telling you.
Oh,
Essentially,
I guess I must have just misheard and thought that you'd said Arena each time instead of Marina.
No, essentially what happened was there was a beautiful peasant girl that was born in Berez, and she was, absolutely lovely. Everyone seemed to like her. Strahd took an unhealthy interest in her. He visited her at least twice and had drunk from her at least twice. But before Strahd could return and take her again, the townsfolk killed her.
Oof.
For her own defense, as if he came again, she would become a vampire.
Okay. Alright, well now things make sense. Okay.
Characters with similar sounding names.
Yeah.
Tatiana, Marina, Irina, yep. Then we've got Nara and Amara.
Nara.
Well, to be quite honest, that's the wrong accent.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was happening there.
Sorry, it's
What
very,
did
very
we know?
tiring. Well, to be quite honest, it looks an awful lot like Arena, doesn't it?
Yep, must be Marina.
I'm
Makes
so
sense.
confused.
Well, if this is the village that she grew up in, then maybe they built it, or maybe Strahd built it to immortalize her in some stony fashion.
I'm pretty sure that ghost guy built it. He said it was a monument to his failure. Probably built it in her
It's
memory.
like a very, very miserable thing to build a statue about.
Well, you saw how he turned out. Probably didn't have a very good end to his life.
Amara, is there anything magical about this statue? Or the grounds around it? Anything at all?
Oh my goodness. Let me have a think.
Is this an inconvenience to you? I thought you liked.
Amara, you get a very faint sense of magic, but it seems to be coming from the base of the statue rather than the statue itself.
I don't mind particularly. I'm just feeling a little on edge. There's an awful lot of... Well, to be quite frank, this entire village is rather creepy. Well, to be honest, the statue itself doesn't seem to be magical, but there's something at the base of it. Possibly the book?
Only hope so.
It's definitely worth having a look.
Yeah, I guess it's time to start digging. I will go past the fence. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. As you do so, you can notice that there is an epitaph carved into the statue's base, but it's too difficult to read from back here.
I'll head up close to the statue, though I feel so much like it's going to come to life.
What? What makes you think that?
I don't know, because everything in Barovia is evil.
You say that, like, that's true. I mean, that is true. Okay.
We were just attacked by a house.
It says...
By a house, by scarecrows.
It says at the base of...
Hands!
I mean, oh yeah, the hands, the zombie hands. I forgot about the zombie hands.
Hands, yes.
It says at the base of the at the base of the statue is essentially an epitaph, and it states, "Marina, taken by the mists, too young."
Aw.
Have you found anything?
Just an
Says Amara
epitaph.
from the fence. What does it say?
Why don't you come forward and read it?
I'm a little nervous that the statue is probably going to fall and kill you.
Wow.
I'll read it to her.
Okay.
They must have cared about her.
That's adorable. She wasn't taken by myths, she was taken by townsfolk, but it was adorable.
Maybe it's part of their religion.
Possibly. To be fair, I'm fairly sure everybody's a little, what's the word, familiar with being taken by mists, though I don't feel dead. And if this is the afterlife, it sucks, quite frankly.
Well, people don't really seem to move on here, so... Yeah, kinda sucks. I'd rather not end up trapped in this world either. I'm gonna start digging.
Okay. What you using? What you doing?
Hands.
I'm gonna go over the fence, and since he hasn't died, and probably go have a look. Cautiously.
I am going to join her.
I like
I'm
the
gonna
way
try.
you were our guinea pig there.
I'm getting used to it. That's why I became a bit of a barbarian. I'm used to being sent to the front just to test things.
Well, damn. Okay, so what are you doing exactly? Describe. Paint me a word picture.
Kneeling down in the ground, trying to use fingernails and just fingers and hand in general to dig through the ground. If it's too solid, then I'll probably see what I have in my backpack. But I figured being a marsh, it might be alright to actually just dig through with hands.
It's not difficult. It takes a while, obviously. You're digging with hands. But you can definitely, as you start digging, you start getting to a kind of... You can feel almost underneath the base of the monument now. So you do manage to dig down, you do manage to dig under it. What would you like to do?
Hey, Mara, where does it feel like the magic's coming from? Right here or kind of underneath the statue?
Where does the magic feel like it's coming from?
When you inspected it earlier, you definitely got the feeling that it was coming from underneath the statue. Like, when I said the base before, if you can imagine it, like, almost inside it.
Ah.
Okay, I relay that.
Well, shit, it may really fall on me then.
Oh
I mean,
my.
you do choose which direction it falls in when you're digging under it, so...
I mean... Yeah... I'll try to start digging. And if it starts to budge, I'm going to get ready to roll out of the way.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, you start digging. And you're trying to... So what are you trying to do? Like, knock the statue over, or...
I'm hoping I won't have to. I'm hoping I'll be able to, like, find the book or the statue loses traction and falls. I'd rather keep it around, but we'll see what happens.
That's fair. That's fair. As you start digging, you start feeling that you can get underneath it slightly, and there does seem to be somewhat of a cavity built onto the inside of the statue, but you would have to knock it over to be able to get to it.
Ah, god damn it.
What's the problem?
I was gonna say, I have to do this.
Do what
Statue.
exactly?
And I'm gonna push the statue forward, like away from me.
Okay, can you roll me an athletics check, please?
Oh, this will be funny. 1, 2, yeah, no, +1. Ooh. 13.
You give it a hard shove, and it starts to budge, but it seems to be sucked back down. You don't think you've cleared out enough.
Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
I have to push the statue over. It's got a hole in the bottom. That must be where the book is.
All right. That's fine. But surely there might be another better, less destructive way of doing this.
Do you want to get underneath it and climb up inside a statue?
Amara sort of rocks her head back and forth briefly. Goes, "Ah."
Me neither. Some more.
Well-
We'll push this over.
No.
Roll me another strength check.
My goodness.
One.
Fuck.
You feel like you might need help for this one.
Oh, I called Ray over.
Oh, my bad. I did not hear that.
Oh yeah.
Ray will walk over and just like saunter up. What do you want?
We need to push the statue over, and you're pretty good at getting muddy, so. Help.
I mean, yeah, basically bathing this stuff. And she, doing almost like a stroke of genius, takes her quarterstaff and shoves it down under the statue to use as a lever.
It's genius. Oh my god.
Please roll
I
me.
have a crowbar.
Please roll me an athletics check +4 with advantage.
That's 5. He's getting more than that. Fuck!
Jesus Christ. Try again. Amara, would you like to help?
I do.
Oh no, you manage it.
Hey, Ray showed up just in time.
So, Ray kind of sticks her staff in underneath it and starts prying it upwards. And as she does that, Theron like shoulder barges it and knocks it over. Underneath it is a stone pedestal. And sitting on top of that is what looks to be a large ancient book. It is bound in black, pure black leather, with what appears to be some kind of silver patterning around the edges carved into it. There's a lock on it, and on the front is almost like a silver angel motif with Strahd's coat of arms on it.
I pick it up. It's my book.
Wow.
Yeah, I collapsed backwards, exhausted from having tried 4 times to push this thing.
That's what the book looks like. For people looking at home, I'm going to paste it into the chat too.
Ooh,
And
pretty.
welcome, little geeky, to the game. Our monk is here. Hey, Ray.
Yo.
I'm so sorry I'm late. Did not expect to have to be there for that long. I'm so sorry.
I got a fancy ass book.
Okay. So,
We
oh,
freed the goats, and then we found the book.
Ali, thank you for the donation. That's really sweet.
You free to go?
Yeah, remember there were a ton of goats just outside that evil house? We freed them.
Yeah. Yay! I was really worried that I'd come back and you'd be like, yeah, everything is dead.
Everything's on fire.
The-
It's
Yeah,
like that
everything's on fire.
community gif.
If we'd listened to Lenara, I mean...
Hey!
Let's not set the book on fire.
Now, what you're insinuating?
I have the book.
Okay, so
Alright,
you essentially you pull out you pretty quickly as Theron and Ray knock this statue over. It falls and lands with a bit of a dull thud on the wet mud. You grab the book quite triumphantly, and I've sent you the picture. So if you've had a look at that, you know what the book looks like.
Yeah.
But you notice as you pick up the book, everything suddenly goes completely and utterly silent. All of the
Hello?
no, I mean the natural noises.
Oh.
Did not specify, so
I know
thought
because
I'd gone
I'm not done. Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. You pick up the book.
There was a
and
pause.
literally as
Speak in that pause.
well, yeah, it's a dramatic pause. Shut up, woman. Right, we get a really dramatic pause from the narrator as all of the wildlife that you'd experienced in this area, the kind of this as you've been going through here, it's a marsh near a river. There's been noise of like bugs in the local area. There's been crickets chirping. You could hear the goats as they kind of bounded around earlier. You could hear faint goat noises in the background. That stops dead. Everything is silent. You can hear your own heartbeats, you can hear your own breath, but everything in nature, including even little bits of wind, completely died down.
You know when I tell you to, like, check for magic before you touch things?
Shh. Bad juju. It's really quiet in here. Bad juju.
Damn!
I'm Lysaga. Figure out what's going on. Quietly.
As far as you can tell, this isn't necessarily magical. Could you roll me... But as you're paying attention to this, can you also roll me a perception check, please?
Perception. Apparently,
It's just
I'm
enough.
too
Nope.
busy in
That is fine.
my silence.
You hear a wet kind of trudging noise.
I hate to break this to you, but I don't think the silence is me.
Of course not.
I was pretty sure
Anybody-
this time.
Does anybody else hear the wet, trudging kind of sound?
I see a bunch of zombies. I'm assuming I actually see these zombies.
You don't notice them first. The first
Okay.
person to notice them is Amara. As what appear to be
Oh,
8, like, extraordinarily bloated corpses start
oh dear.
dragging their
Oh
way
dear.
towards you. Now, when I say bloated, what I mean is literally, if you can imagine, Left 4 Dead?
Oh no.
No.
Yeah. Boomers.
Sorry?
Mm,
Everyone's cutting out a lot.
Boomers.
Yeah, essentially they all look
You are?
like boomers. So you've got 8 huge corpses kind of ambling towards you. Really slowly.
I don't know if anybody can see those, but I don't think that's a very good thing.
Sake.
Oh,
Nothing's ever easy, is it?
Yeah, looks pretty standard to me.
and on the other side as well.
And they're slowly shuffling towards you.
Oh, I don't. What should we do? I
should
think
read
this
the
might
book.
be a good chance for fire. Yes, fire. I will read the book.
Oh, now fire's the answer.
Against undead squelchy things, fire is always the answer.
Probably full of
How do I? I'm gonna try to open the book.
Okay. Can you roll me a dexterity roll, please? Not a saving throw,
sure.
just a straight dexterity.
You can do it. I really hope that does it.
The locking mechanism on the side of the book is not something that you have encountered since you got here, but there are a lot of books back in the Neverwinter library that you would have dealt with these kind of locks. Usually they're to contain arcane magics. These are ancient, powerful books. And you managed to slip the lock off this one pretty easily.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, can everyone roll me initiatives, please?
Oh.
You can still do book stuff. It's going to be mostly how close the zombies get.
I would
Look,
say,
Steph.
like, I would like to walk over here so I'm behind.
You may be able to do that on your turn.
Understandable.
It's like it's just literally a 5-foot step while fiddling with a lock.
Linara. And the zombies go last, you'll be happy to hear. So that's a good thing at least, I suppose. So, Theron, you're up first. What you doing?
Who's first?
You.
We all rolled low. Okay. I'm gonna take 2 steps this way.
Yep.
I'm going to light up the sunblade. I'm going to use my bonus action to bleed on my other blade and light it up with holy energy.
Okay, please take your HP damage as required.
Hell yeah! God, it's a 5 now. Jesus.
It is a 5, but it's still good stuff for what it does to you.
Yeah, it's worth the damage. And I'm gonna finally tear off my leather armor because I no longer need it as I go into a rage. Because I've forgotten to do that for like ever.
I'll say you took off your leather armor earlier, because that would be at least a movement action, if not a full action.
But anyway, that's my turn.
Cool. Linara.
I've just lit up my blades, gone into a rage.
So Theron literally pulls out like the hilt of the sun sword. It starts glowing, an amazing, like medieval lightsaber. He cuts himself with his other blade, and that begins to glow with almost the same kind of holy energy. And he suddenly gets really angry. And that's where we end the turn.
Last chill touch on this dude. Spell attack.
Oh, that hits.
Chill touch. Cool.
Damn.
Ha! Which one did you hit?
This dude. That dude.
A skeletal hand kind of bursts its way out of the marsh, lifts up, and grabs onto its head. And normally when you see this happen, it grabs on and there's like a burst of kind of frosty energy. That doesn't happen this time. It grabs onto his head, there's a burst of frosty energy, and the zombie shatters entirely.
Dude.
That works.
As you killed that zombie.
Hot damn.
That brings us to Amara's turn.
Well, I'm gonna start reading a book like a motherfucker. Probably going to. I'm definitely wearing that.
You what, sorry?
I'm just making note of the fact I do actually am able to cast Turn Undead.
You could cast Turn Undead. Damn.
Yes, but right now I'm reading a book, so book reading it is.
Okie dokie.
I'm skimming this book to try and figure out why there are zombies, where the zombies came from, if the zombies can be stopped with this book. You know, anything useful that might help this situation right now.
As you scan
Even
the
if
book,
it just says, this button presses the super awesome power button and will make your teammates like gods. If that button exists in this book. Please.
as you scan through the book, it seems to be a journal of some kind.
This is not helpful.
It's Tom
Okay.
Riddle's diary.
It doesn't seem to have anything magical based in it, but there does seem to be a lot of information about one individual.
Strahd?
The Tome of Strahd is in fact Strahd's personal journal, taken from his time when he was alive and when he had just been turned into a vampire.
Well then, I'm gonna lock that baby back up. And
GM.
shove
Wait
it in
till
the
we've got
backpack.
some popcorn.
Yeah, GM's gonna have story time later.
Now that I realise this is not a book full of magical wonders and doodads, I'm gonna lock it back up and put it in my backpack. Because that's not gonna help this situation right now.
I mean, that's probably a good thing.
And that's my turn over, because I don't think I'll be able to do anything else in my turn.
No, probably not. Not with all of those things.
Reading a book and then putting it away would be a standard action and a move action.
That's how I'd roll it, yeah, absolutely. So I'd say that's Amara's turn, so it's Ray's go.
Now, can I ask? Are we in a fence or is it a room? Or-
It's a fence, however, the fence is like... The fence has like basically fallen apart. It's a big iron fence, but a lot of the like bars in it and stuff have rotten through and they've fallen apart. It's rusty, old. Yeah, you could get through it pretty easy enough if that's what you're looking for.
I miss having ranged attacks. It's fun going up to things and whacking them with a stick, but sometimes it just 4-1, man. Like I can easily get over there because like I saw Farron measuring then. Like I can run 45 feet like easily.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, run away!
Yeah.
bad.
So I run the direction, go to the Winchester and wait for this whole thing to block.
Literally, what would Ray do?
There was a lot of zombies this side. You know what? Yeah, let's do I have to roll a like an acrobatic to get over the fence, or is it
Sorry, I couldn't hear that. You cut out a little bit.
I was gonna say, do I have to roll an acrobatics to get over?
Oh no, you can go pretty much straight through
anything?
it.
Oh, okay, that's cool, that's fine.
You can almost treat it like it's
Just
not even
imagine
there.
then through like the Kool-Aid guy.
And you're absolutely welcome to if that's what you would like to do. But it's not a requirement. If you want to do like crazy backflips and shit, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I want to do and land on my ass.
I mean, that would probably be
Do a
bad.
crazy flip. I want to do a crazy flip.
Go on
I want to
then.
have some style.
Okay, then roll me an acrobatics.
Let's just double check what my acrobatics is. Hopefully, I think it's good. Yeah, it is good because it's my dex.
14. You manage to. You don't do anything like amazing, but you do manage to jump up to the top of this 10-foot high fence. I say not amazing. You know, not amazing in terms of things you've done in the past. You jump up to this fence. You kind of place one hand on it and just continue straight over it. You land with absolute grace. Everything's wonderful. You've done a very good job there. Yes, yes. Congratulations.
I was gonna say I have had some wine because I'm hard. Give me time. We'll just blame it on the wine, and we'll try and hit this guy in front of me. Oh man. Oh, what is with these rolls?
Didn't get that for acrobatics.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You missed your first roll. You missed your first attack. Quite dramatically.
That's and then I
Ooh.
make up with it.
And then with your... You kind of get annoyed at yourself, so with your second one, you kind of get really angry and you smash it straight in the face. When you roll damage, please double the dice roll.
So it's
21.
21.
21, yeah.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Does that kill it, or do I need to punch it in the face?
Give me a sec. Oh, are you kidding me? I've got to pay for that? No, I'm not paying for that. Shut up. Roll 20. You anus.
Oh, you
We
know
met
it.
me, then I was like, what?
No. This is me about to find
Okay,
something, and roll 20 is like, buy these things. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy these things. Okay, so basically, that is enough to kill it. You smack it in the head incredibly hard, like straight down through its body. It basically bursts open. You've hit it so damn hard, because like I said, these things look like the boomers from Left 4 Dead. So
Is it
yeah,
like the walker in the well at Herschel's farm?
yeah, like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty gross. So yeah, you smash it, it basically explodes in a shower of goop. But unfortunately there's something moving within the goop. And
Sweet.
within it, bursting out of it, is a swarm of small poisonous snakes.
what the fuck?
No!
Of course there is.
Of course.
So
Why
although that's just
not?
one, if you imagine like a bunch of little ones. But
No.
all of you can tell they're poisonous
Yeah.
snakes. They're quite brightly coloured and grim looking.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
great. Woo!
So, you still have your punches.
Oh boy.
Punch some snakes, Ray.
Well, your punch. It's only two punches if you flurry, I suppose. Do you want to punch the snake?
You know what? Let's go with a flurry of blows because I think Ray would be, even though she's quite calm and collected, I think she'd be quite shocked that there's just a bunch of snakes that come out of this thing. So I'm gonna use the Kai key. I always pronounce it wrong.
You can pronounce it however you choose.
Kai point. I'm gonna spend a Kai point and I'm gonna do 2 punches. Or
Yeah.
just flail my limbs depending on the roll.
That's pretty much how I'm expecting it to go, though. I'm expecting it to be like, she smashes this zombie, it explodes into a shower of snakes, and Ray just goes, ah! And starts punching.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
13? That
Pretty much.
misses, I'm afraid.
30? Oh, one more. Oh, I've wasted a Kai point.
So you try and punch these snakes, but it's literally like a swarm of snakes. You struggle to hit them.
Damn, and I'm gonna get poisoned. Cool. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no. Oh, damn, that's not my level yet. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
This is fine.
That's fine. No, I was looking at my book and I was like, oh, I can be immune to like disease and poison, and I was like, wait a minute, that's level 10. I can't do that yet. Never mind. I'll just have actual poison in my veins rather than alcohol.
Okay, is that your turn, Ray?
Yeah, I can't really do much else. I don't think I can move. I think I've expended all of that, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would jump back, but yeah. I'm just sort of flailing at this moment in a pile of snakes, like, ah!
So yeah, it's the zombies' turn.
Lovely.
The zombies move a grand total of... not much. These zombies be super slow, yo.
One's still gonna hit me anyway. 2. Wait, 1. Yeah. Come at me.
1 makes it up to you
Come at me, bro.
as it kind of slowly approaches, and it attempts to kind of basically just... It doesn't even attempt to bite you, it just kind of attempts to, like, charge into you. Like, collapse on you almost.
Oh, damn.
With a 21.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing, but it's damn effective.
He basically just kind of walks up to you and crash, just slams into you. And you take D6 plus 1. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it crashes into you.
Ooh,
Ouch.
okay. Ouchie. Brain no likey.
And then the snakes are going to try and get you. And there's a shit ton of snakes, and they kind of basically swarm you, so they're on you.
Oh, great. Love.
Because swarms are fucking weird, and they're all going to try and bite you at once.
Yay.
And they roll a 26.
Yeah. Yeah. They bit me. They bit me good.
Okay, in which case, they do 9 points of piercing damage as you feel their teeth sink into you. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I can indeed. Oh my goodness. Is this punishment for being late?
I'm sorry, Ray. You were the only one who charged into them.
It's the only thing Ray can do.
Aaron went into a rage
Constitution.
and still played it smarter than that.
Yeah. Well, Ray's been. Oh my goodness. Yes. Ray is drunk. She doesn't really know what she's doing.
On a failed save.
I'm
Shit.
blaming. I have a fine wine she was given last time.
You take a further 19 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna die. To snakes of all things.
So yeah, they're still kind of swarming you, but I'm going to move him back a space in case so you can move your character fine. That's
Thank you.
That's all of the enemies' turns. That moves us up to Theron.
Thank God.
Okay. As I begin moving, I, in my rage, scream out, The one fucking time we actually want her to use Fireball. I'm gonna walk up this way.
Just
Can I
digging
attack the
Lenara.
snakes? Wait.
You can attack the
Straight.
snakes. You can't attack on the way. You can attack if you land there. You can use one of your attacks on the snakes for sure.
Oh, so I would have to like be here to attack the snakes?
No, you can go from the one next to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please help me. Please save me.
Snakes seem more dangerous
need
than the zombies. I'm
help.
gonna aim for them first. 23, 13, 29.
The 13 does not hit, but the 23, which does 19 points of damage, will... Oh no, that doesn't kill them. Yep, so you slash through the snakes, you cut a few of them in half. The 29 will hit them too, and that'll do 16 points of damage. That will kill them. So you attack them, you cut through a few of them, you miss the second attack, but then you kind of fly into a rage and hit again, and you do cut them to pieces.
Awesome. That's my turn.
Okay,
Thank you.
Lenara.
I'm foaming at the mouth. I don't respond. I like rages.
Sarah?
Is it my go?
Yeah.
Oh god damn it! I shouldn't have said anything. Not that way.
No,
He did say a thing.
I kind of deserve this.
God damn it, Ray, why didn't you move back?
To be fair, hang on a second. I get a minus. Wait, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I get a -5 on radiant,
Sorry, what?
and I can use evasion.
I can't hear a word you're saying, I'm afraid, hon.
Oh, hello.
You're coming across like a robot.
Sarah, has it got a 15 foot radius?
No, it's got a 20-foot radius.
Ah shit.
Can anyone hear me now?
Yes, that sounds perfect now.
Yes.
Am I still sounding like a robot?
Not so much.
Okay.
I would.
I was gonna say I've got evasion. I can avoid fireball spells.
That's very good for you.
Yeah.
Can I,
Although I have to make a dex saving throw.
play this as the other one and not Lenara? Because what he said would have really pissed both of them off.
Absolutely. The other one would have taken over at that remark.
Right. Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, well that's fireball, which I'm gonna cast. Like here. Here. It would miss Ray and that zombie, but it will get that zombie on there.
You are aware that Ray can dodge it, though, if that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna move it over one because I forgot she's. I was thinking Lenara wouldn't know that, but she's done it before.
She has done it before.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that case, I'm gonna cast it there, so it gets all of them.
Okay.
So I can roll a good dex.
Theron, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
17.
What is your DC, Sarah? And Ray, you're going to have to do one as well.
I think that passes, but I could. Oh wait, no, beats it. Yeah, that beats.
So Theron, you take half damage.
22. Okay.
Do I need to roll
Roll dex too early.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh damn. I don't know if that made it.
Can I? Can
Did I
use
fail
eviction
that?
to use bend luck?
Can you what?
Can I use bend luck
On...
on Ray's roll?
Ray, can you read me evasion and how evasion works, please?
I
If she
can if
manages
I.
to avoid it, she gets no damage, but if she doesn't avoid it, it's still full damage.
Ah.
No, I only get half if I fail.
No, she takes half even if she fails,
Oh,
so...
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that's what it was. So, at the moment, you would take half, but if you would like to, Lenara, you can bend luck. In which case, she'd get to reroll.
I
Right.
will bend luck.
I get a -5 on radiant damage, but I don't know if that counts.
No,
Oh,
this
shit,
isn't
sorry,
radiant.
fireball
This is
spells.
fire damage.
This is fire damage, yeah.
Damn, that's fine.
What's apparently? Oh, this is inexhaustible. I can use it as many times as I like, as long as I've got the sorcery points to pay for it. I'm just checking off my points, and I believe it is. I'm gonna add that.
Okay,
What
so
am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I do that?
I mean that helps her avoid all the damage.
Does it?
Well, you're.
Does my
Yeah,
DP
It means she's got 19 now, so she takes no damage at all.
She took no damage.
No, she was
Yeah,
gonna take half damage. Now if you roll that, she takes no damage at all.
Okay, yeah, she can have that. Yeah.
There you go, Ray. You take no damage from the fireball.
Thanks.
Theron, you take
I need
22.
to learn care as well.
And the 2 zombies that were there burst into a shower of snakes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
And that brings us on to Amara's go.
I'm gonna die.
Ree,
Yep.
Amara's go.
Sweet. Okay. That's a lot of random stuff. Well, what to do, hey? I guess I'm turning on
Do you have any
dead.
cold spells?
You guess your what, sorry?
I'm gonna
Turn
turn undead on the
Okay.
ones that are coming towards us over there.
Okie dokie. Turn undead. 5E. Boom. Because, do I remember how turn undead works in this one? No, I don't. Turn undead. You present your holy symbol, which you don't use. You use your normal bardic symbol. Speak a prayer because you're undead. Each undead must make a wisdom saving throw. It is turned for 1 minute and runs away. Okay.
Yay.
What is the fucking wisdom of a zombie? Like I can't even imagine. Eh.
But I think the DC is 15.
These have minus. Oh shit. 6 whiz. So that's what, -2. Okay.
Have to roll a 17.
-2. I'm gonna just. D20 -2. 1,
Yay!
2,
Yay!
3,
Yay!
4.
Oh my god, how did they all roll so low?
All 4 of those zombies are wanting to go the other way now,
Hi.
and will do so on their turn. They will fuck the fuck off because they are terrified of you.
I am a terrifying tiny librarian.
Okay. Would you like to do any movement, Amara, or are you okay there?
As a bonus action,
Okay. Yep.
do either of them look relatively pained?
Roll me a
Alright.
medicine check, please. A heal check. Whichever it's called in this one. I can't remember. Because
Medicine.
Pathfinder. Okay. It's
Medicine
Pathfinder that calls it a heal check. Cool. I remember tried to do that the other night. If you had to put a number on it, you'd say that Ray was about half empty. She's pretty half damaged.
Okay. And Theron looked alright.
Yeah, he's taking a little bit of damage, but he looks relatively okay.
Okay, well then I'm gonna cast, like, Healing Word
Okay.
on Ray as my bonus.
Go for it. This is why Healing Word's a good bonus action. First time I saw it, I did not realise it was a bonus, and it looked like just a shit spell, and I didn't get why. It was that level. It's like, why would anyone get this spell? Why?
Check my spellcasting ability is okay. And boom. Really? Really? A 1?
You get 9 HP back, Ray.
That is
Good.
better than nothing. I
Yeah.
will take it.
For a
Thank you
bonus
so
action,
much.
that's not bad. Like the fact that
Yeah.
the fact that you can get 12 as a bonus action is pretty, like potential 12 as a bonus is pretty good. Cool.
So yeah, that's my entire action.
Ray, it's your go.
Hello. Can I run away from these snakes, or will they try and attack me?
If you use a disengage action, you may move away without being hurt, but you can't use any attacks or anything, and you can't sprint. So you could move your 45 feet, and they wouldn't be able to attack you, but then you wouldn't be able to do anything else this turn, other than run the fuck away.
I kind of feel bad leaving Theron with all these snakes.
Don't feel
But
bad.
Don't listen to her.
It's a character trait. She can't help it. Okay. I'm gonna probably regret doing this, but I'm gonna try and kill the snake. Try being the operative word. Let's go. Ray will probably say something to the effect of, I've had it with these mother flipping snakes on this mother flipping plane of grass.
On this plane of existence. By all means, hit the
Yeah.
snakes. Go for it. Are you spending a key
Let's
point to
type
flurry,
it
or are you just attacking
correctly.
normally?
Attack it!
Ray, you have to tell me
Yes?
before you're doing it if you're flurrying or not.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
use a Kai point.
Okie dokie, mark that off. Your first attack is a critical. Please roll me the damage on that one. And then we'll double the dice. Because you may manage to kill these
I
snakes in
think
one go.
actually, hang on. Sorry, that should have been +7, not a +8. I apologise.
It's okay, you got a natural 20, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You take that does 11 damage. They are okay. You may keep attacking.
Okay, I roll again.
That hits.
Does that hit?
That does hit indeed, yes. Please roll me some damage.
No.
They take another 8 damage. They're still okay.
Okay, I'm now gonna punch him. Yes.
That's another critical. Roll me some damage.
Punch damage.
6 plus 6, that's a 12. You've killed most of the snakes. There's like 1 or 2 left. So if you want to do your last attack,
Come on.
that does hit.
Yes. Does it hit?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Kill him.
You punch the last of the snakes to death.
Yes. I am victorious. I shout as I'm covered in snake bites. And that's my go.
Cool. Okay. Zombies' turn. These 4 zombies are like fucking off. They move. I mean, well, I say they're fucking off. They move 20 feet away. Not very far at all, but they're slightly off the screen. And then these snakes are
They're
going to try
very slowly
and.
moving away.
These snakes are going to try and attack Theron.
Rig it. That hits.
Okay, you take 9 points of piercing, halved and rolled down.
-5. Okay.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
4.
You've got 10 to beat.
7.
Take a further 9 points of poison damage.
Cool.
So that's full damage.
Not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Bum, bum, bum. Okie dokie. Anything else?
Huh?
That's the snake's done. It goes up to Theron's turn.
Okay. I will circle my way around them without leaving their zone of attack.
Yep.
I will do all 3 attacks on them.
Go for it.
27, 19, 18.
You basically just start hacking up the ground beneath them as you rip them into lots of little pieces. Bits of snake go flying everywhere. It's quite disgusting to behold.
Awesome. That's my turn.
The snakes are all dead, and I think that means everything in the field is dead.
All gone.
Except for the slowly shuffling away zombies.
I mean, yeah, the zombies are still there, but they're like, you know, they're shuffling away. If anyone would like to attack the zombies, you're welcome to.
No.
I'm
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've attacked one and I know what it does.
Okie dokie. So, we're now at the point you've... the 4 zombies are shuffling away as Amara has turned the undead. Theron and Ray have beaten up some zombies and they've exploded into snakes and attacked them. Lenara set fire to some zombies that then blew up into more snakes. You don't want zombies that burst into snakes on your heel, but they're all gone now.
Good.
Good.
I'm gonna get back over the fence and join the others.
Not what I meant about the fireball.
Sorry, you must have stuttered.
It did seem
There
rather
next time. Witch.
peculiar.
I was going to take a step towards him.
It did seem rather
I'm
peculiar. Snakes didn't set on fire. Amara says.
I'm gonna step in between and just be like, so, Amara, the book. Find anything interesting in the book? Huh?
Lara's just
Kind
gonna like...
of. It mostly seems to be a journey. A journal. Sorry. It's been a very long journey.
That's okay. So,
But yes,
who's,
I think it's. I don't really want to say right now, but maybe we could take a rest in a house somewhere.
I'm guessing from that reaction, I know whose journal it is. How is everyone holding up? Everyone okay after that?
A little bit singed, but I'll be fine.
Can we
Lara's
at least
still
put
looking at
the
Theron.
statue back up? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Ray, do you
could.
want to try to help me with this?
Yeah, of course. Let's give it a go.
Oh, all right. It's a strength, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not a bad...
Which one's my strength? Hang on.
Okay, so after Theron really struggled earlier and needed everyone's help to get it, Amara kind of walks over and like lifts this statue up and puts it back upright on it, like, completely on her own.
Oh, wow.
I have
ugh.
the tiniest.
So yeah, Amara kind of showed the raging Theron up a little bit.
Goddamn. I will put my swords away. And just kinda... Mara, like, damn. She did good. I knew you librarian.
I'm so proud of her.
I tried my best.
Really inspire her.
Well, now where to?
Well, we could go to Baba Yanaga's hut, or we could go back to... place? Was it Rictavio?
Oh, Rictavio's the tower, you mean?
I could just make us a hut.
That's also true.
Okay. Wanna go join our friend at the fire?
Friend? The fire? What fire?
That
Yeah, the
fire
place-
that was across the river.
Yeah, they seem to be signaling us a day ago.
Suppose we could give it a go. Provided they aren't like a trap or something.
a trap, but go check them out, I guess.
Yes.
Or we can do that tomorrow after rest. It's up to you if you think it may be a trap.
Do you think they'll be there then? They seem to have set up a fire there for a long time.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about that.
None of you have a fucking clue what you're doing, do you?
Do you?
Oh no.
Oh no, but do you realise how ridiculous you sound?
Well,
No,
at least we're making
stop laughing.
suggestions.
You wouldn't like my suggestions.
Then don't laugh at ours. Right. So the choice is we either rest and then go see the things across the water, be it friend or foe, or we go see the friend or foe first and then rest. Hopefully it's a friend.
Well, if it's a foe, we can always have it become friends with Lenara.
She's just gonna step up to Theron again. And just look at him
I'm gonna tap
and
her.
say, "What?"
I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder and say, "I meant it as a compliment. Pretty sure you'd rip him asunder if he tried to hurt us."
Is gonna. Can she like? Well, okay. Can the other one spit in his face and then turn away?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Theron, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Dodge fat spit.
16.
And Lenara, roll me like a ranged attack.
What would that be?
You can use just your dexterity, just to roll me a normal dexterity. Because I'm gonna say you're not proficient in spitting.
Oh.
Lenara like literally tries to spit straight in your face, Theron, but you manage to dodge to one side. Sadly, throughout your career as a blood hunter, you've had many people that have treated you with disdain. Even when you've saved their villages, you're used to people treating you like this, and you managed to dodge out of the way pretty easily.
I am proficient in spit dodging.
I'm a little sad that I missed. Not sad enough to waste tides of chaos.
Oh man.
No, the other one really, really does not like Theron. And they used to quite like him.
Can I roll to see if it's Lenara or the other one? Because this sort of seems out of character for Lenara. But I'm not sure.
What knowledge would you go? Go knowledge nature.
Nature. Okay.
Counter roll anything?
I'll tell you what, counter roll me
I
a
know,
deception.
I can tell.
Well, she wouldn't really try.
Oh, in that case, Ray's going to pretty much notice, yeah, she's not behaving like
Yeah.
Lenara's normal self, she's behaving like the other one.
Okay. 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 I don't think Ray's going to say anything to us because she's a little bit worried about what she says around the other one because she knows it can end badly.
This is true.
Oh, silences and
She'll
fireballs.
hold her tongue. Well,
Or spits in Theron's face, she's probably just gonna like turn around and like walk away from him.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that. I realise it's the other one. I'm just going to follow.
He hopes it was the other one. At this point, the zombies in the far distance have started turning around. They're about 120 feet away. Yeah, probably. Turn undead only lasts for a minute, so...
Whatever we do, we should probably do it fast. Because they're only walking in that direction for a little while.
Let's, whatever we decide, let's move from here. We can walk and talk. We can make up plans as we go.
Yeah, let's get across the river.
It's not a bad
Yeah.
idea. In that case, let's take our lovely party back to the town map. Ba-doom.
Back to the giants.
You know what you really need to do, Sean?
What?
You need to get the Wayne's World scene changing sounds for the map changing. You know, the like.
Oh my god. We're gonna at some point that would come to a moment of pure like trauma and tension, and I'd forget about it, and then that would happen as I moved. That'd be so terrible. So yeah, what you doing? Other than
Okay.
moving away from the zombies.
That's
There's the fire dude at U6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, did we decide if we were heading over? There was a lot of spitting in the face happen.
yeah, I think we are.
Oh, it didn't happen.
At this point, we'd probably be
Okay.
running.
Yeah. We head over to U6.
Okay, it takes you a little bit of trudging through the marshes, but you know, and through the river, but you've done it before, so please stop spinning the skull and head it over to U6. Or just, you know, camp in the middle of the river, that's fine too. I love it, you guys just like, nope, we're in the river now. In the river will do. In the river is the best place to be. Okay.
This is my life now.
Amazing. Okay, so as you walk towards U6, there's like a dozen or so moss-covered stones in a near-perfect circle sticking out of the spongy earth. These weathered stones range in height from 15 to 18 foot. They're really tall. A couple of them lean inward. It almost from a distance looks like a group of people leaning in to talk to each other. And in the center of them is a small fire, and you can also see a wary-looking peasant woman with a rusty lantern clutched in one hand and a dagger in the other. She seems to be trying to see who you are, but you can tell this lantern is a hooded lantern with a shade, and this is probably the woman who was signaling to you earlier.
Oh.
Okay,
This
and I just
couldn't
casually
possibly
lift
go
up.
wrong.
I casually lift up my arms as we approach to show no weapons in hand, which is rare.
You! I tried to get your attention before. What took you so long?
Well, there was a very angry woman, a large set of obese, undead things, some goats, and a ghost.
Pretty much.
I know, I could have told you all of this yesterday.
Damn monster.
Ah, that would have been very useful.
It's not how we roll, though.
I do
Get
not
it?
understand. How did you face the hag and survive?
I guess we're just really good at our jobs. If we were being paid for this, of course.
Her eyes widen.
Yeah.
The
What
Lysaga
do you
hag
know
is
of the
dead?
hag?
I wouldn't say dead per se, but hiding somewhere as not to be found because of near death.
But she did not leave on the flying skull. I would have seen her from here.
Oh, no, she's sunk into the bathtub.
At this point, Lenara just burst into hysterics.
It sounds really silly when you say it like that, but she did just sort of turn into an awful lot of creatures and sink down the drain.
This is a blessing and a curse. It sounds as if whatever you did, you damaged her quite severely. I do not know if this is good and she will now be wary and hide, or if this is bad and she will recuperate and lash out at people.
Probably a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Mostly column B, let's admit it.
But if you manage to make her flee in such a way, you must be powerful warriors.
We'd be quite happy to finish the job next time.
This is good. It also means that my family at the winery will not have to be completely fending off from scarecrows as well as the other things that haunt them.
A winery?
She looks a bit concerned. Perhaps she said too much.
Oh,
You can't just mention that word around Ray and then not elaborate.
you mentioned wine, and I'm thirsty.
My family owns...
Oh, did you
So
drink all of the wine I gave you?
You only gave her one bottle.
Silvis Winery. Yeah, come on. What is that, like a snack or?
Well, all right then. I'll owe you back. What is your name?
Usually it is custom for you to offer your name first.
You
Is
were the
it?
one signaling us.
Yes, I tried to warn you away from the village. You strode in anyway.
Well, either way, my name is Amara because I don't understand the secrecy of names.
There are certain types of spellcasters who can do deadly things if they know your true name.
Well, yes, but you're not going to get very far with just Amara now, are you?
That sounds like bad juju to me.
Besides, I've read every single book in the Neverwinter Library, and I'm fairly sure I've got it covered.
It's been a while since we heard that one.
Oh, an Amara classic. Oh.
This is, I suppose, true. I have already mentioned the winery, and there is only really one family that owns a winery in Borovia. My name is Muriel Martinikov.
Oh, you're another of the were-ravens.
Her eyes go like so wide. How do you know of this
We're
thing?
friends of your family.
This is a closely guarded secret. How are you aware of this?
We're against Strahd. We're friends of your family. We've already met the ones at the winery and at the tavern in town. They've told us their secrets. They asked us to get back several green stones. We're 2/3 the way through that.
She like basically she literally falls over. She falls on her ass, puts the dagger like down, puts the lantern down, and just like you have gathered. That means you have cleared the winery of the things attacking it. You have taken the stone from Baba Lysaga.
I'm actually rather surprised you could do basic math. Baron.
I'm gonna just look away from her.
Didn't seem like something you'd study.
How come you prod me like this and not her? And I'm just gonna nudge over to Lenara.
Sonora's
She
gonna
throws
act like
very large fireballs.
I mean,
Yeah,
very small
Sorry.
ones.
control.
Not really, but in the sense of sort of overall increasing damage. If she attacks me, it's more likely to kill everything around me. If you attack me, it's more likely to just be me.
I love that
Good way to look at it, I guess.
I love that in the chat box you're reminiscing about what you did at the Wizard of the Wine's winery.
I forgot about the bloody horse.
The
I still
horse.
think that was a very good plan.
It was a good plan. Like,
Oh.
and you did. I mean, that did help you get rid of a bunch of the twig blights.
But wasn't
It
the horse
did.
like thinking about its family and stuff as it died?
Well, yeah, because like one of you was communicating with the
Yeah,
animal.
you're
I think it was.
fucked up.
I think it was Amara, wasn't it?
She heard them
'cause-
talking.
Yeah.
Well, I can't imagine you just stay here. Do you have a camp?
You are looking at it.
What can I see?
You literally the
Bunch of
small
rats
fire, her lantern and dagger, and
Just
the
sit
standing
out
stones.
in the grass? You don't have a tent? I mean, they are rather tricksy.
I, as someone who has watched the hag fly overhead, I have to be very quick to cover any of my tracks. Also, she has spies. She has twig blights, and she has scarecrows that move.
Oh, yeah. I know about that one.
So, how come you're here, exactly?
I am here for the. She like lowers her voice a little bit. The Order of the Feather. I am here to spy on the hag for them. I stay several weeks and then I report back. And if something more drastic happens, I go ahead and rush back. But it has been very much same old, same old.
Well, she seems to be rather unoccupied at the moment, so how about we sleep in something a bit more comfortable? Anybody else? Time for a rest, maybe?
What time of day is it?
What time of day is it? It's well, I think it was partway through the day when you rested at the mansion, so I'm going to say it's coming up to night time now.
Okay.
I could rest. I'm covered in snake bites, so
I would
nice
not.
clean them up.
What do you have to rest in? I would not be comfortable not seeing around. The druids from the winery and their own home base often come to these standing stones.
Wait,
Ah,
why
the-
did the druids come here?
You cannot sense the power?
No.
No.
He's not exactly magically persuaded.
Anyone who has magic should be able to see what is happening here.
I don't
I
have
don't see what's
any
happening
juju.
here.
That's because none of you have Arcana or anything like that.
So I'm
I look at Amara and Lenora.
gonna roll a one. Had to end somewhere, didn't it?
If you don't have magical abilities, so Ray and Theron, can you roll me a straight intelligence check, please? But if you have a magical ability, please roll me some Arcana.
Would have intelligence.
But yeah, roll me a straight intelligence, Ray and Theron. Linara, with your Arcana, I'm afraid, Amara, you don't know shit. Linara, this is very powerful for druids. It doesn't seem to have any effect on any other kind of magic, but you get the feeling that while you are in the circle, divination magic cannot target you specifically. It cannot hurt you or do anything bad against you. However, you cannot. The biggest, most important thing about this is that you cannot be targeted by any scrying spells. So while you're within the circle, no one can scry on you.
What does that mean?
They can't look at you from afar, which is what Strahd has been doing the entire time we've been playing this game.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
He's been watching me while I sleep.
Well, not when you're in the hut. The hut can protect you from that. If that helps.
Oh, thank God.
You know what? I don't think this is too bad a space to rest.
But this is definitely a position of power for druids specifically. It gives you special abilities while taking wild shape. But as none of you are druids, you won't understand that in depth. Ray, with that intelligence roll, you recognise these standing stones. You have seen a circle of standing stones almost identical to this before.
Yes.
You saw these standing stones outside of the old bone grinder mill.
Oh. Okay. I'm trying to flip back through my old notes. Did I know back then what these meant?
No. There were way ravens there, and the area, you remember, I'll remind you all, because you got a good intelligence roll. The area at the time had been desecrated. The night hags of the old bone grinder had put like children's bones and stuff on the site. You guys removed that, and after that the were ravens could come and help you. But before that, the area was desecrated. You get the feeling that without desecration, this area may have once, in ancient times, belonged to one of the good gods.
So if we go and undesecrate it,
You've already done that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, the gods actually gave him a blessing, which was very nice of
The
them.
god, yeah, Theron got a blessing from the gods when he cleared it up.
Oh,
Strahd is
cool.
Santa Becca.
Strahd sounds like evil Santa. Pretty much.
He is evil Santa.
Bit sexier.
Sexy evil Santa.
Right, at some point, Strahd is now going to tell you to sit on his lap. This is going to have to happen.
Oh no.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's like all like 7 levels of uncomfortable.
I hope Ray's not really, really drunk, because she'd probably take him up on that.
Oh dear Lord, why?
Wow. Wow.
She would have had to drink a lot though. Drunk a lot though.
Wow. That awkward moment when one of your party, like, just goes and sits on the big bad's lap.
I want a pony.
Holy crap.
I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Going home's not a bad thing to ask for, to be fair.
Home time in a library, and a copy of every single book in the world. I would be there.
Your own library for that.
Comfy, I say. So, little Miss Were-Raven, do you have any idea how that skull flies exactly? Can any witch use it, or is it just hers?
There is, I know she says something to it to make it fly. I do not know what the word is, but she says something in it.
Sincerely hope.
Um,
I sincerely hope your train of thought is not to compare me to that of a witch.
but it would have been nice if we could have flown around in a goddamn skull.
The skull would only fit 2 of you maximum.
Damn it!
Aww. But Amara is small.
I am pretty
To
small.
ride the horse.
I am 5 foot.
Flying horse would have been fantastic.
Oh, the flying horse. Muriel has begun gathering up her things, and she looks like she's preparing to leave.
Where are you going?
Are we going back to the camp place where everybody else is?
I was planning on heading back to Vallaki. I have nothing to do here now. I must talk to my family, and perhaps we plan some sort of attack on Yester Hill.
What's yesterday? Oh wait, I've heard of this, right?
Probably not.
What is Yester Hill?
Yester Hill is where the druids live, the ones that attacked my winery.
Oh,
Oh.
now would you look at that?
If you have successfully driven them from the winery, then whatever is left of them must be at Yester Hill. They have a giant, what is it called? I cannot, what it is? A tree spirit, a giant tree that can attack people.
No, I'm pretty sure she means that tree we killed in the forest.
She looks at you and her eyes are like, you killed this tree?
If it was a
Kills
giant evil
many
tree
trees.
that chased people
We
around,
have killed a giant
yes.
tree.
Holy shit.
Ray, didn't your stick come from that tree?
I thought it came from a winery.
Not everything we find comes from a winery. Just saying, there are other places in the world, like libraries.
I really thought it came from the winery. Because that's where I left my quarterstaff. My old one.
She's right. The
Come on.
quarterstaff that she's currently holding is the one that it's the one that the druids were controlling the twig blights and needle blights with.
Yes. I
Oh,
wasn't going crazy.
It just when you killed the tree, you realised that it looked like it was a part of that tree.
Yes.
oh.
So you're both right.
Yeah, you're
It
both
didn't originally
correct.
come from the tree, but it was found in the winery.
It seemed like
Yeah,
it
let's
may
say
have. It
Ray
may
said
definitely
that
have been.
to us.
It does seem to that it was definitely a branch from Winter Splinter. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said it was Winter Splinter or some shit. I remember this now for some reason.
It's almost like there's a voice in your head that just reminds you. Very
Indeed.
useful.
It's almost like it reminds me when it's only been a couple of days really since that happened.
Dungeons and
Well,
Dragons,
yes,
where
that
a
is- that's-
4-day walk takes 5 seconds
Actually,
and
yes.
a 5-minute battle takes 3 hours. Well, if that tree is also dead, I don't know what the hell they are planning to do with Yester Hill, but I will go to my family and plan. I don't have any other reason to be
Well,
here any
best
longer.
of luck then, I guess.
Wouldn't you much rather keep an eye for if Baba Lysaga comes back?
Baba Lysaga.
That one.
I will. I will be back, but I have not returned there in some time. And if she is currently licking wounds, now may be the best time for me to go and resupply.
That is a wise decision.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Whatever your family decides to do, tell the Were Ravens if they need help. We'll be in Kresk for a little while.
Why are we going back to Kresk?
Shit, is it not Kresk we're heading to next? Did we just come from Kresk?
Kresk is the place where we just came from with the abbey and the pool. Where
Okay.
everybody faced at us.
Where you burnt down all of the. You burnt down most of the abbey with the.
I remember. So GM, what's the place we're heading to in the far southwest? San Markovia?
In the far southwest.
We're heading to like something.
I mean, here is where you were heading in the far southwest. I don't know. You didn't finish Argynvostholt, but you decided you needed something from elsewhere to do that.
Strahd's castle.
Yeah. The reason you left Argynvostholt and didn't go straight back is that you realised you needed the dragon skull that was in the Ravenloft basement.
Oh yay.
But yes, I mean Yesterhill is in the
Well,
southwest.
I guess we have to try and infiltrate Ravenloft.
Wait, no, that's what we were gonna do. We were gonna go somewhere to turn the sun back on, right?
That's
That's
Argynvostholt,
Argynvostholt.
which you need
But we
the
can't do
dragon
that
skull to
without
turn it back on.
Okay, I guess we're going to Strahd's, whatever.
I'm scrolling back through things so I can get you guys to the country map.
Oh my god.
I do have a slight detour that we could make. It could be rather fun, potentially. At least for you.
Eyebrow.
While I was walking to Argynvostholt, by myself, I happened to pass a large colony of werewolves.
What?
Werewolves, you know, big beasties with fur and teeth and part human.
And you're
Yeah,
alive.
yeah.
Well, I'm very small and very hard to notice. Anyways, I figured it would be doing the community a bit of a service if we got rid of their leader. Because without the pack leader, the rest of the pack kind of falls apart. And we could potentially use the rest of the pack on our side. If you were potentially the alpha, I don't think I'm really alpha material. But you could be.
What made you think that would be fun?
Well, it's more of a peace-giving thing, since I know that Theron likes to kill monsters. And I thought it was a relatively solid battle strategy, considering as we've got an awful lot of vampires on our tails.
It actually
This,
does sound good.
It's not a bad
this
point.
seems like a very out of place suggestion for you, Amara.
I'm with Ray. You're all insane.
I love this
It was
group.
just something I passed on the way. I mean, we could just ignore it and let it grow in the woods as it is.
I'm sorry, what? Let what grow?
The pack of werewolves in the woods that I managed to sneak past on the way to Argynvastholt. I'm sure they won't be a problem when we next try and get to Argynvastholt again.
Can I insight check her?
Yes. And, Amara, if you feel the need to roll something privately to me, you are feel free to do so. If you are lying, it would be deception. If you're not, it would probably be a persuasion. In fact, whatever you do, roll me a secret GM persuasion anyway.
How do I GM roll? Is it just /GM roll?
Yeah. All one word.
I suppose, yeah, when you're usually using this, you're the other side of this. Because you are the GM.
So it's GM roll is all one word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you also roll me the other one, please?
This is intense.
To those watching on Twitch, a GM roll means that only I can see it. So it was not showing up on your screens right now, but I can see these rolls, and Amara can see these rolls. Theron, something is fishy.
How did you manage to sneak past a bunch of werewolves but seemingly know about their alpha?
They were all far too busy doing whatever thing it is they do. I don't know, eating something. Didn't stick around really much to figure it all out, but they were far too busy being all pack-like, and I just snuck past. I'm very good at sneaking. And then there's the very heavy use of Dimension Door. Very useful spell at the moment.
Werewolves tend to be very good at sniffing things out, though.
I don't smell that bad.
No, you probably smell very delicious to them.
And I'm very good at confusing things. Managed to hold a whole bunch of gargoyles hostage once, if you remember.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Exactly. And if I can do that in a dimension door away from... Well, if I can do that and escape those, I'm fairly sure I can do that and then just escape a bunch of werewolves if they were ever chasing me.
Damn it, Ray.
Sorry.
Honestly, we don't have to do it if you want. It was more just a thought since I passed it on the way. And I was trying to make the peace, and I know you much rather like to hunt things. And I figure, well, at least here's something that doesn't...
werewolves. But I'd love to know the full story, since I can tell you're holding something back.
Are you all moving while you're talking?
I thought we were camping out in the Were-Ravens area.
Well, she's left, so you're welcome to camp there if you want to.
I didn't know. I thought we were all just standing there.
Yeah.
Because she's
I
already
thought-
said that there is a bad idea. That's a bad place to camp because the druids pass there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have been moving then. Just planning on finding somewhere to settle down, recover, and read the book for the night, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, we
Yeah.
could have been moving north to just get away from the stone slabs, I guess.
Yay! Okay, something weird happens.
Fuck!
No, it's good. It's cool stuff. It's not scary stuff. Mostly.
Baba Lysaga shows up with another new freaking treehouse.
It's Baba Lysaga, not Baba Lyana.
As you start moving, as you start heading north, just trying to get away from the village a little bit, find somewhere a little bit more secluded to settle down. Because at present, you are. Do you all know which letter you're at?
You?
I don't know, because I was looking up the places you were going to and I've lost it.
I'm guessing where we met
F,
the dragon skull where we needed the dragon skull, so you would be down by the river. That would make sense to me.
You are you, yes. You are also aware that the woman you are at the U on the map. So from there, you know, like Q is roughly where Argynvostholt is. When Muriel was talking about Yesterhill, she basically made it very clear when she was pointing that it's almost directly due west of here, which, judging from your map, means it's just south of Wizard of the Wines, which was at W. So it's near Wizard of the Wines, so it makes sense that they were attacking it so much. You're currently heading north slightly towards... Don't put notes on the map. Stop. If you want to at some point, I will write up what each letter is that you know of so far and put it in the group. So you guys can have a note, because that is fair.
Yay.
Just so I can remember names, and I could be like, we're heading southwest to that place, right?
So, over at Y is where the Wizard of the Wines is. You're heading north towards Q, mostly because you want to hit some tree cover, and near Argynvostholt there were trees. As you're heading north,
Okay.
you begin to hear the sounds of a giant battle. The fog, the mist that you're walking through, starts growing really thick. You can barely see 60 feet in front of you. Suddenly, the fog itself begins to form into the images of soldiers. No, they pulse through you, charging. All of the different sides seem to be coming together in the middle of the giant field between you and Argynvostholt. There's clashing, crashes. You can see pike bearers slamming into soldiers on horseback. You can see that those wielding the pikes are wearing devil horned helmets. As each soldier falls in this battle, it begins to turn to fading mist and just joins the rest of the coalesced fog that seems to be surrounding you. Hundreds more soldiers collide. There's a storm of screams, crashing metal, people falling from their horses, people vanishing in a puff of mist. And then, suddenly, you hear a sound you're incredibly familiar with. You've heard it many, many times.
Oh no. Strahd, is it?
It's not Strahd.
It's a fucking dragon, of course it is.
I'd be familiar with that noise.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear it. Can you play it one more time?
Sure.
Ah,
You've heard this
definitely
before.
heard that.
You've heard this when you were in Argynvostholt, but this time you hear that thunderous roar, and seconds later, out of this fog that you can barely see through, it all begins to clear as a gigantic silver dragon flies down above you. It's made of mist as well, but you can even tell it's shining in the darkness. Each flap of its mighty wings, soldiers seem to be cast left, right. Its long reptilian tail slices down through the fog, and for a moment, everything, for the moment that you have never, for the point of being in Ravenloft, you have never seen anything without fog. The mists clear for the first time ever, and you have a straight shot view of Argynvostholt. The misty silver dragon lands on top of it, and then it too vanishes back into the mist as the mists begin to drift back towards you and join into a cloud of fog once more.
Oh,
I will also point out
but we still.
this is where we're going to stop for the evening. We're stopping slightly early tonight. Lots of people are not feeling great, and also lots of technical issues are happening my end, so I'm very sorry for that. My camera's gone really dark, my sound's not working very well, so we're going to call it slightly early. But I'm going to tell you one more thing, and this is important to you, Amara. The
Yes?
werewolf den that you were talking about.
I'm sorry, what?
The werewolf den? Hello?
Hi?
The den of
Yeah,
werewolves
werewolf
that you
den.
were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
The den of werewolves I was talking about. Yes.
Mhm.
There you go. Letter Z on the map.
Letter what?
Oh my
Z.
god. It is letter Z
Z.
on the map. That's where it is. That you're going to need to know that in the future.
It's to the
Z.
northwest.
Z.
Werewolf.
Okay.
Z isn't a letter.
right.
It's letter Z.
I was looking for E, and I couldn't find it. I was just like E. But that's Barovia. was literally my thought. Okay, Z. All right, got it.
And that's where we're going to stop for the evening. So, I hope everyone enjoyed the evening. We have pretty much cleared... Smiley face. Thank you, Theron. We've pretty much... You've managed to clear a lot of Perez out. You've got the final thing, the Tome of Strahd. Would you like to hear the Tome of Strahd pages before we go, or do you want to leave that till next time?
I really
Yeah,
want to
sure,
hear
go
it.
for it.
If people need to go, that's cool.
It's not very long. I'll read it and then I'll put it up in the group later.
That's a good plan.
So I'm assuming, Amara, you're setting up your hut.
Yes.
Is that a yes,
I
Amara?
think.
Yes.
Okay. Amara sets up the hut. You all kind of settle down. There's a faint light. Theron lights up the sun sword, so you've all got an easy thing to read by. And Amara basically kind of opens to what appears to be one of the last entries. There are pages, ancient pages, with a handwriting that you're familiar with. You've all seen Strahd's handwriting, as he's sent you letters in the past.
Yes.
It says, I am
No one
the
had a
ancient.
textbook.
I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was a god of war. I was good. I was just. I thundered across the land. With the wrath of a just god. But the years of war and the killing years have worn down my soul, as the wind will wear a stone into sand. All goodness has slipped from my life. My youth and strength are gone. All I have left are death. My army has settled in the valley of Barovia, and they look out over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of a God's grace or justice. I called for my family, having finally finished this war. My family, unseated from their ancient thrones, and I brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft, the castle named for my mother. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful, and immediately I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure, depending on who spoke of her name. This name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all of my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. While she spoke with reverence, my name fell with the titles of Old One, Elder, and, at one point, Brother. Her heart had gone to Sergei. They were betrothed and the date was set. With words she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes called me death. It was the death of the ancient that she saw in me. She saw her youth and she enjoyed it. I had squandered mine. The death she saw turned her from me, and so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is strong. I would not be called death. I would not face death. I would make a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding I killed Sergei, my brother. This pact was sealed with my brother's blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me, but she would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand, I made this pact for her. I pursued her. I loved her. In despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I had ever wanted fall from my grasp forever, plunging into the valley below. She travelled 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her body was ever found. I shall never know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I could not die. However, nor did I live. I had become undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire will be my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. The sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. A stake through my heart shall not kill me, though it can hold me from movement, if found in my sleeping place. The sword, however, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate that sword as much as the sun itself. I have hunted for years for Tatiana. I have felt her within my grasp, and she escapes once more. She taunts me through the ages. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now sleep far below Ravenloft. I sleep amongst the dead, and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal the walls to the stairs, so that no one shall disturb my true body. And I will put that in the group for you to read.
Well, that was juicy.
There's a lot of important information in there.
Yes, I'm furiously writing notes down.
Hopefully you will post this in the Curse of Strahd thing.
Almost as she says that, it goes live onto the Curse of Strahd group. Da-da-da. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of things there about Strahd that are very important. I will leave you to dissect them in your own time. And that's pretty much how Strahd operates. There are a lot of important information about him that you got from that book. Might not be everything. A lot has changed since Strahd lost his diary. This diary does look like it has not been used for some time. But it tells you very much.
Although it doesn't have any pictures in it.
People don't tend to draw pictures in their diaries. Like,
it's just a picture of Strahd and Tatiana together with like hearts around.
Just me then, right?
It's like 2 stick figures, bunch of hearts.
One with
Maybe
fangs.
it's done one of those equations we used to do in primary school.
oh my god.
Whether how compatible
Strahd
they were.
cursed Tatiana forever.
Yeah. Tatty and Strahd.
Today I cried, but I see my own reflection.
No, he can't see his reflection. Poor guy.
How can you see into my eyes?
Like open doors.
Oh my good god, no.
Yeah, so that's that. You now have... Oh, you can all level up for next week. Well done for finding the Tome of Strahd. That brings you to level 8.
I used the spell.
Is it level 8? Are you guys level 8 now?
Yeah, for level 8. We don't get much for level 8, do we?
Yeah, level 8.
Although there is something else that you are potentially going towards that will level you up again soon. So depending on how quickly you do one of those things. One of the things you discussed earlier, like one of the different directions you could take, will level you up. So...
Excited. It's good.
How many levels until I get to learn Wish?
more than feature in this compendium, I'm afraid. You
God damn it.
depending on what you guys do, you should not. You should end Curse of Strahd around 10-11.
So not far.
Oh damn, I need to be level 17 to get Wish.
Although important, I mean, Webit just said what I was about to say. You said you don't get anything at 8th, but you do get stats increases or to take a feat at level 8. So that's
Yeah.
an interesting decision. You don't get any new class things exactly, but yeah, stats or a feat are always good. Yay!
I get reckless attack.
Oh, do you? Oh, yeah, you do. You've got. That's because your thing is weird. You've got. You're what? Level 1 barbarian
Yeah,
now.
this is now my 2nd level barbarian.
Oh, so you're what level? You're
I don't know.
what 6
Level
blood
6
hunter.
blood hunter and level 2 barbarian.
Oh, I get more Kai points.
Alright, well, it's been absolutely wonderful, but I very much need to go to bed.
Everybody
Oh,
watching at home, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to head off now, and I will be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. It is Terror Tuesdays, so I will be here tomorrow screaming my head off at Outlast 2, trying not to throw up at things like first-person crucifixion, first person. Well, first person being buried alive. Potential first person rape at one point. It was really weird.
If you
Oh,
listen
God, that
very,
sounds
very,
horrible.
very closely, after each scream, you might hear a giggle. That's me laughing hysterically in a different room.
Can I just point out as well, for anyone who was watching my Final Fantasy stream the other night, when Aerith was dying and people were saying, I can hear a TV in the background or something, that was Ree giggling in the other room.
I didn't realise Aerith was dying. Don't make me sound like a monster.
Everyone, I turned off the music. Everyone's music
Lol,
stopped.
she's dead. Oh dear.
All the music we'd been playing all stream stopped. It was this big dramatic moment. All you can hear is Rhea in the background laughing. It was the funniest fucking thing. And it was just so good. But yes.
Ruining dramatic moments since 1989.
So yeah, please level up your characters before next Monday when we'll be back with Curse of Strahd. Have a dive into the Tome of Strahd and think about how you can use that against him, because there's like 3 or 4 things in that tome that can really change the battle for you when you do get up to it. Also,
To like distribute it around his school.
to just hand out his diary.
To everyone in
Posted
Barovia.
on Facebook.
Strahd's like crying, trying to look at himself in the mirror, and he can't even do that. They're being mean to me. I can't even tell my girlfriend because she keeps dying.
Aww.
No, don't feel sorry for Strahd. I know. He's a difficult one. I like Strahd. I've always liked Strahd. He's a bit of a difficult character to
Because
pin
you
down.
like the weird, complex, emotionally disturbed bad guys.
I have a weakness.
He also happens to be sexy. I mean,
He is
Yeah.
relatively hot. Oh, by the way, when you do look up the Tome of Strahd thing, if you can't read it, I've got a plain text version as well. No,
I don't know, Mick. I mean, killing your brother over a girl's a bit far.
no, that hasn't revealed everything about Strahd though. There is some, like Wemmick's right. There is some real like dark things in Strahd's past that are really sad. Like,
I'm sure there is, but right now it's just sort of like I had a crush on my brother's bird, and well, she said no, so I killed him, and she then killed herself. Oh, boo is me. I'm just like, what, dude?
sure.
What?
Sorry, what? Q? What were you saying?
Was he part of the mist battle with the dragon we just saw? 'Cause, I mean, he's got the dragon's skull, I'm assuming. Did he kill the dragon in that battle?
The person who met the Revenant might be able to tell you that in the future.
Okay.
The people who met the Revenant, because I don't think you were there for that. Because he did talk a little bit about the battle with Strahd. Yeah, it's true. That was the only one you missed, so yeah.
Good night.
Night, everybody. If anyone wants to come see me tomorrow, 9 o'clock, I'll be screaming and hiding and swearing lots. So, I'm going to sign out. Night, everybody.